Welcome to a brand new Whip Wednesday crochet show. How's it going, everyone? What's on your crochet hook right now? And remember, you have 4th of July tomorrow. For those in the US, happy Independence Day. And I hope you're going to have a wonderful day. Lots of fireworks and barbecue and parties, I assume. So, but you can also get ready for the new mystery crochet along. We're going to have a new mystery crochet along starting July 15th. So in about 1.5 weeks, a little over 1.5 weeks. So you have a little bit of time to get your yarn. It doesn't have to be online. It can be in your store and wherever you get your yarn, maybe from your stash, right? You may even have the yarn at home. Who knows? And you can totally substitute some of the yarn. I'm here to answer some of you guys' questions in terms of this new mystery crochet along. The very first thing I got to tell you is it is Mosaic Crochet. As you probably know, that every month we have a new theme for a mystery crochet along. Yes, we're doing the monthly, and I've been doing the monthly for I think 2 to 3 years. I think it's 3 years now. Don't quote me on it. But last month we did this cutie pie right here, which was the bow pillow. Okay, this bow pillow was all done in Tunisian crochet, and it now has its own designated spot on my website. So in case you need the link, I'm just gonna pop it in right here so that you can see it. Okay, let me see if I can grab it for you guys. So you guys need the link too. I put it into the description, but just in case, I'm going to pop it into the comments too. How's that? If my device lets me, I'm going to copy and paste it into it. Let's do it. There we go. Let's see. Where's my paste? Here we go. Okay, and popped it in. There we go. It's in the comments now. So in case you need this pattern, it is free on my website. So you can make it whenever you want. You can make as many as you want, of course, right? All done in Tunisian crochet. But now that that is over, Tunisian crochet is done, right? June is over. We are now transitioning into July, and July's month, or July's mystery crochet along theme, is Mosaic Crochet. So let me pop up my image right here, and let me pop up my link over here in case you need that. I'm also going to pop it in really quickly into the comments because I know some of you guys prefer that. So I'm going to do that. So there we go. It's also in the comments. So let's talk about this event for a second, a little bit more in detail. Okay, let me make this a picture a teeny bit smaller because I'm going to pop something up in a second. It's going to cover it otherwise. Okay, so the very first thing is, and you've probably seen it, okay, so Mosaic Crochet Mystery Crochet Along, and yes, we have prizes. At the very, very end, I'm giving away prizes. So let's talk about this part for a second, okay? So we're going to have 3 parts in this mystery crochet along. Like all my mystery crochet alongs have 3 parts. Okay, they're beginner friendly. You're going to get the written instructions and a video tutorial for each part of the pattern, okay? This time, I know for sure I'm keeping my mystery alive until the end, but you can guess throughout this process of what the pattern might be, okay? I'm really excited for this one, okay? So now we have the 3 parts of the mystery crochet along at the very end to celebrate finishing the big mystery, okay? The big mystery reveal. We're going to have a party at the end, which is called the Mosaic Crochet Party, and at that time I'm giving away prizes. So if you finish the mystery crochet along pattern, however you're going to finish it, if you've been with me for a while, you know there are adjustments to do, meaning you don't have to make them exactly the way I do, but you can make it the way I do. For example, for the pillow that I just showed you, a lot of you guys made it exactly the same way as I did, but there have been in the past patterns where you guys adjusted it to completely something different. So yes, it's going to be so much fun. Who signed up already? Leave a comment down below. Engagement is important on social media, you guys, okay? You want to support your favorite creator? Then not only do you need to subscribe, okay, to their channels, follow them on social media, but you need to engage, okay? And watch all the way through. That's how you help or support your favorite creators by not even spending a penny, right? It's just a little bit of time. Click, 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 and you help them out. Anyways, I don't need per se help. I'm just saying, if you guys want to see more of me, you guys gotta engage. So comment, like, share, tell your friends about us. We're having so much fun here at these mystery crochet alongs. I'm serious. Almost 500 people have already signed up. I am not kidding you, okay? Almost 500 crocheters have signed up for this mystery crochet along that I just announced a few hours ago. That's mind-boggling to me. I'm just saying, okay? So if you have signed up already, let us all know. Look at you all. You guys are adorable. I love you guys all. Yes, I have. Look at this. I did. I signed up. I'm in. Yay! I plan on being there because something new to learn. That's right. That is something new. So speaking of something new and to learn something, so as I said, this is Mosaic Crochet, okay? The very first, everyone, like especially beginners, the first thing they're going to say is like, I've never done this before. Will I be able to do it? Yes, you will, because I'm providing video tutorials with it and I'm making it beginner friendly. Let me tell you a little bit something about this, okay? So Mosaic Crochet has different varieties of techniques. Think of it like a family, and then there is subcategories kind of thing, okay? There's something called overlay Mosaic Crochet, and then there's inset Mosaic Crochet, and then there's reversible, and there's regular, okay? So we're going to focus on the easiest techniques just to get you started, okay? Or for those who have done it for a while, they find it easy peasy, and for those who have done it in the past but need a little refresher, perfect, okay? We're going to focus on regular overlay Mosaic Crochet, which in my opinion is the absolute easiest way to do Mosaic Crochet. I personally think inset is harder. It's also a little bit more stretchy because it has extra rows. Okay, so that's just me. However, for overlay, you do have to cut your yarn at the end, so I'm giving you a heads up, but there is ways to hide that yarn. Yes, even in this pattern, there will be ways to hide your yarn so you won't have to worry about it too much, okay? So don't worry about that, okay? I will teach you step by step on how to do overlay Mosaic Crochet, pretending you have never done it before. I'm going to teach you step by step how to do it with this pattern, okay? So let's talk about the yarn for a second, okay? And then I'll show you for everyone in case you need to know where to get everything. Let's go through it step by step. In the meantime, I need you to guys tell me if you have any questions. The only question I won't tell you, of course, is going to be, what's the final result? Don't ask me that. And if you do, I'm going to ignore you, okay? I'm going to pretend you didn't ask it because I ain't going to tell you, okay? Just that you know. Okay, so let me show you really quickly what I'm talking about. Look, I'm making a fancy schmancy. Ooh, darn, I thought the picture would be small enough. Let me make the picture even smaller. Hang on, I'm gonna make it smaller. There we go. See, I made it smaller. There we go. So what I was trying to show you is I have here my handy dandy camera. Okay, I made it in a really cool way. Look at that. I'm here and my camera is, whoops, here. Yes, I'm making it fancy. I finally figured out how to do the overlay camera situation. Oh, I'm so excited. You have no idea. I always had to switch all that shenanigans. Oh, it's so exciting for me. I hope you're excited as me the way I am. Look, my hands over here. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to answer questions that you guys have in the comments in just a second. Let's go through the yarn for a moment, okay? So you know what I'm using. So this is the yarn I am using for this pattern, okay? You do not have to use the exact same yarn as me, okay? In fact, I actually encourage you to think outside the box and see what else could you do. You don't have to pick the same colors. There's one thing I will tell you, and this was unintentional, and it just happened to be that way. I was like, ooh, perfect timing. This is like, my husband would call that witchcraft. I'm not a witch or anything. Just let's not go into that one, okay? Yes, I'm from Germany, but we're not going into that. Okay, but did you know it's National Ice Cream Month? Yes. It is National Ice Cream Month, and Lion Brand is actually celebrating it. And yes, I picked the yarn way before I knew this. Ha! Just did you know? Okay, so the thing is, this yarn, actually, I think both yarns are on sale right now. So if you are going to get it through my link, you are actually not only going to give me a little kickback, it's called commission. I made a tiny percentage with no extra charge to you if you buy through my links, and I always appreciate it. Those are called affiliate links, in case you didn't know. If you need a link, I can pop them in the comments this moment. Just say, I need the link for, then you tell me which one. Color Theory or ice cream yarn. Okay, there are different ice cream yarns. This is the roving one. I truly believe, okay, and I'm very saddened about this, but I believe the roving yarn is going away, because I'm starting to see less and less colors appear on Lion Brand's website. I believe I only see 2 colors left, which is sad. It used to be 18. It literally even says in the description still. It used to be 18. There's only 2 colors left on Lion Brand's website. And this one, unfortunately, is not. This one is called Dots. Okay, this one happens to be not in there. But all the colors for Color Theory are there. If you've never tried Color Theory, you're missing out. Okay, I feel like this is like the most elegant, special worsted yarn there is. I feel like anything you make with Color Theory will turn elegant, like seriously elegant. I absolutely love this yarn. Okay, so for this yarn right here, I used Admiral as the color. Okay, but you can of course pick anything. They're both worsted yarn. Okay, both worsted yarn. Now, one of the questions I've been getting all day today, how much yarn did you use? Okay, so I know that's an important question. You're going to definitely need 1 skein of this. So this is 100 grams right here. Okay, I used more than half of this, just a little bit more than half of this, which is, this entire thing is 200 grams. Okay, which means I used more than a regular skein. A regular skein is 100 grams. Okay, so this is 200 grams. I used a little bit more than half of it. So obviously you can do the math. You're going to need 2 skeins because you're going to go over a little bit. Okay, so just that you know. So these are the colors I picked. This one is like a variegated yarn. It's a roving yarn, which means it is like, pretend it's like, how do I explain it the best way? It's like an unspun yarn. It's like a yarn that's not spun. I don't know how to show it to you. Oh, I know this is like duplicate. One is a little bit brighter because of the lighting, but can you see it? It is not really spun. Okay, it's like one of those. It's similar to landscape yarn. Have you used landscape yarn before? This is softer though. Okay, it's softer than landscape yarn, but it can create some issues in terms of frogging. That's kind of roving, as the roving yarn is known for that, right? But I know a lot of you guys know landscape yarn, so I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so these are the yarns I used. I also used a 4mm hook for this. Okay, can you see it? 4mm. So that's what I used. This is it. These are the materials. So I want to show you really quickly on how to sign up, how to find all the links and etc., and I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so if you guys need any links, you guys let me know. So here, I'm very fancy schmancy today. So right here is I linked my iPad to my computer so that I can show you this. How cool is that? Okay, so I am going to, so look, I can move this. So okay, so if you go to my website, okay, and you use this link up here right there, I already popped it into the comments. Okay, if you sign up, then this is what you're going to see. Okay, you're going to go there, and the very first thing is you see this beautiful picture. It says Mosaic Crochet Mystery Crochet Log. You're gonna see the yarn and you're like, yay, and then you're gonna see prices, like yay. Okay, and then what you're gonna see is a little button that says table of contents. Please don't ignore it. It's there to help you. It's your little guide. It's your saver of frustration. Whatever you want to call it, it's there for you to use, okay? Boop! You tap that little button there on the right side, okay? And it's expanding. So this is how it expands, okay? So this is what you see so far. Now this area will be updated as we go when we have part 1, part 2, part 3, etc., okay? So this is what you see. Now, if you can read, hopefully you all you can, you will see exactly the button to click in terms of how do I sign up? You're going to click right there where it says, okay, sign up for the mystery crochet along. That's number 2. Do you see it right there? Number 2. Okay, don't ask me why it says you're in because you're not in yet until you sign up. I believe this is because I have a code in there so that you can sign up, and it's great creating it from that. Okay, so once you click that, whoop, you're going to be sent right there, okay? And that's where you're going to sign up, okay? Don't worry, I'll get you your question in just a second, okay? I know, Rebecca, I see your question. Give me a second. So right there is where you're going to sign up, okay? So in terms of the materials, so let's go back, okay? I'm going to go back to the table of content. Now the question is, okay, I signed up. What do I do now? Where's the materials section? By the way, once you sign up, the materials are being sent to you directly in an email. You're going to get an email, okay? But here, you're going to see in point 5, do you see where it says, what will you need for the mystery crochet along? Okay, that's where you're going to tap. And it's going to send you straight over to the material section right there, okay? And you're going to see it says there a 4mm hook, and then here's the yarn listage right there. That's where the yarn is, okay? So let's talk about that. The ice cream roving yarn, the one here on the bottom, and that answers your question, Rebecca, okay? That is 200 grams. You guys see that? Please always read how many grams per skein is, because I feel like some of you guys made assumptions. For example, DK yarn, sport yarn, fingering yarn, sometimes you see them in 50 grams skeins, okay? And then you're going to get a certain amount and you go like, whoa, I only got half of it because it wasn't 100 grams. Always read what it says in terms of the grams. Now, not every designer or not all of my patterns have it written down. I've been doing it for a few years now, but I haven't caught up with all my older ones. But most of the time it does say that. If it doesn't, you're going to click the link for me. That's a pink link, okay? You click it and it takes you straight over to their website, and all the websites should tell you how much you're getting per that skein, per one skein. All websites should tell you, whether it's Lime Brand, Mary Max, and We Crochet, whatever it is, they should tell you. Hopefully they do. I have never seen a website where it doesn't. So fingers crossed it won't change, okay? So right there it says ice cream roving yarn, 200 grams. But right underneath it says dots. That's the color of the yarn I'm using. This is dots, okay? And it says I used about 1/2 of a skein, okay? But in parentheses I wrote down more than 100 grams, okay? So that means if you are getting 2 regular skeins of 100 grams, it's going to be fine, okay? But if you're only getting 1, you're not going to have enough. Is that making sense? I used 1 skein of this, but not the entire skein. I used a little bit more than half, okay? More than 100 grams. Okay, so that way you know you probably need 2 skein. If you have regular skeins, 100 gram skeins, you're going to need 2 of them. If you have 200 gram skeins, you need 1 of them. Makes sense, right? For the color theory, I used about 3/4 of it. So obviously get 1 skein. Good. Done. Sounds good? Is that going to answer your question, Rebecca? So 1 skein of one color, 2 skeins of the other. That pretty much answers it, right? That was your question. So if you are going to get something else, then yes. So let me show you now the substitute. Now for color theory, because you can see this is a solid color, I didn't write down substitutes because I assumed most of you guys will know when I say a solid worsted yarn, you probably have something in mind already that you're using. But when it comes to variegated yarn, I always see a lot of questions. What do I pick? Now, you do not have to use variegated yarn, by the way. I probably should have written that down, but I'm glad I have this Q&A here. You don't have to use a variegated yarn for this one. You can totally use another solid color, okay? I picked it because I always feel like for Mosaic Crochet, using a variegated yarn with a solid, like a bold solid color, works really, really well together. Because I love that transition, you know, when there's like muted like colors going throughout. It looks amazing for me. Personally, I love that look, which is why I went with it. But you can totally use a regular skein for this. So if you feel like, I want to use 2 solid colors, then that's fine. Pick one of them as 1 skein, and then if you don't have a 200 gram ball, then you're going to get 2 skeins of the second color, whatever it is, okay? But if you are using variegated yarn, and as I said, the dots yarn right here, okay, this guy, that one may not be available on Lion Brand's website anymore. You may be able to get it on like Joann's or whatever, right? But you also have other options. So what I decided to do is I literally linked it right there. So I linked all the worsted Lion Brand yarn schemes, brand, I don't even know what they're all called, names, different types of yarn, all worsted yarn for Lion Brand. I linked it right here. So if you're like, oh, let me just browse around, let's see what Lion Brand also has. They have deals right now. They have sales going on right now. Just saying. So take advantage of them. They're literally on sale right now. Okay. So take advantage of that. This is why it's a great idea posting something right before 4th of July, because just saying, everything is on sale. Okay. So take advantage of that. And then right here, I found some really great substitutes for the roving yarn. If you feel like, I don't want to deal with roving yarn, I want to have a variegated yarn, but I don't want to do roving, right? Then here are some substitutes. You also have Sunset Nights, Mandala ombre yarn, one of my other favorites from Lion Brand, so that's variegated. There's not a lot of variegated yarns I love, but Mandala ombre yarn is one of them. I absolutely love it. Now, Mandala yarn, if you know Mandala yarn, I know Mandala is very, very popular, but be careful. The regular Mandala yarn is a number 3 yarn. The ombre one right there is a number 4 yarn, and that's what we're using. We're using worsted, which is a number 4 yarn, okay? Then there's also Ferris wheel yarn, landscape, and Scarfy light. Scarfy is another one. Be careful. The regular Scarfy yarn is a number 5 bulky yarn, okay, but this is Scarfy light, which is a number 4 yarn, okay, which is really why I linked them. So if you tap on it, if you click on it, it's gonna send you straight over, okay? How's that sound? Are these some good ideas for you? Are you getting your brain cells spinning a little bit? Are you getting some ideas of what you're going to use? Leave me some comments down below. I want to know what kind of colors are you thinking about getting, or what kind of yarns are you thinking about getting? Are you getting the same as me? Or again, are you getting something else? Are you getting something from this list? Or are you exploring your yarn stash? Or are you going to your local store? What are you doing? I would love to know. Leave me some comments down below. Let's chat about it, because I would love to know what you're doing, okay? So here's again what we're using. You can see it, right? Picture. There are other questions that I answered down below. So you can see if you keep scrolling, it says, can you use a different yarn? Again, I wrote everything down. Yes, I mentioned again, it's National Ice Cream Month. Go ahead and take advantage of it, okay? Just saying, it's on sale. And then what colors should I pick in case you need some help? I put some recommendations here. You can use anything you want. I personally think if you use like one bold color and one like a neutral color, it will always work well together. And you can even flip-flop it. You can make this one like a bold variegated yarn and then a neutral bold color. That totally works too, okay? So there are some different things you can do. Then the other question I always get, can I pick a different hook size? I don't like a 4mm hook for worsted yarn. I like a 5 or a 5.5 or 6. Yes, you can, but in this case, for this specific pattern, I will give you the measurements. I need you to focus on the measurements. I don't care what hook size you're using. Just stick with the measurements, okay? But because it's Mosaic Crochet, you may have to think about that just a tad. I'm going to try to see that I can give you some kind of multiple number. Hopefully I can make that happen with this pattern, okay? But there are some specific things you may want to think about, okay? Otherwise you just have to cut it short there a little bit or make it longer depending on your tension stuff. But ideally you want to stay with the measurements and you want to stick with the graph. Hopefully I have a multiple number for you. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to count everything to have a multiple number. Sounds good? Okay? So there are other questions that are answered here. You can also join my membership, the Crochet Club, by the way. I put it right there. So as a quick reminder, okay, you can join my membership because you can get the pattern ad-free, okay? ad-free, and plus if you are a full member, you get access to more than just that one pattern ad-free. You get over 400 patterns ad-free, many with checkoff boxes, etc., etc. We also meet on a weekly basis. I teach you exactly what you want to be taught, and we also have monthly get-togethers. I'm thinking about adding a second monthly get-together, so it's like a bi-monthly kind of thing. So like, is that bi-monthly? It's like every two weeks or so. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We're working on it. I'm looking through my schedule to make sure that I have a solid date I can commit to myself every single month. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay, like this date. I need that one date. Anyways, so if you scroll just a hint further, okay, it gives you all the information that's coming up. So part 1 will be released July 15th. Part 2, July 17th. Part 3, July 19th. Okay, there's also the link right there for my membership. Not my membership, excuse me. My Facebook group is called Crocheting with Nikki. Our Facebook group has over 46,000 people. 46,000 people are in this amazing community, and it's a free community that has nothing to do with the Crochet Club, okay? Crochet Club is up there. This one is Crocheting with Nikki. That's where we're posting all our pictures for the mystery crochet along. So if you already have your yarn, post it in there, okay? In fact, in that group, we have a little chat going, like a messenger chat, all about this mystery crochet along. So if you have additional questions, join that chat. Have you seen these Facebook chats? Okay, they're called chats. They're in a group, in the Facebook group, okay? And you click there, and it literally like allows you to chat with us, and it's just about the Mosaic Crochet mystery crochet along. Okay, but I also put it right there is we have our party, and so you already have your date right there. So make sure you put in your calendar so you won't miss it. Okay, that is when I give away the prices. So there's 2 different types of prices I'm giving away. One, if you finish the mystery crochet along, okay, and you post your pictures on time by 10 o'clock Pacific time on July 20th, okay, however you're going to finish, post your pictures, then you qualify for the first part of the giveaway. There will be 3 winners for that. We have a second part of the giveaway, which is for anyone. Even if you didn't finish, you can win something. So this is like literally a party. It's we're talking about Mosaic Crochet, and I'm giving away prices. How awesome is that? I'm just saying. So, okay. Now, the one important thing I want to tell you, these dates right here, part 1, 2, and 3, 15, 17, and 19, those are the official public dates. If you sign up, you get early release the day before in the afternoon. My afternoon. I'm Pacific time. My afternoon. Okay, whatever time that is for you, depending on your time zone, okay? So that means on July 14th in the afternoon, you get access to part 1 if you signed up for free, okay? Remember how to sign up? Let me go back so I can show you again. So in point 2 right there, it says sign up. You're going to click on that, and you're going to pop your information right there. It's an email and a name. I don't need anything else. Just click subscribe, and then you should get an email. If it went into your junk, in your junk folder, you're going to need to move it to your primary. Otherwise, you're missing stuff. I'm just saying. So if you didn't get an email, 1, you may have had a typo. Hopefully, you didn't make a typo in your email address. And if you didn't make a typo, check your junk folder. I have also seen emails bounce back saying, mailbox full, can't send email. Guys, get rid of your junk. Delete your emails that you don't need anymore so you can get the emails you do want to get. Just saying, okay? Just saying. So now I do want to answer a few more questions, okay? Let's see. First of all, let me move my iPad now that it's blinking, okay? So let me answer a few more questions. So Francis says, I'm a member, so do I get it ad-free? Yes, you do. You're part of TCC. So what you're going to have to do is go into the vault, okay? And then you're going to see Mystery Crochet Along as the very first category. You're going to click there, and then the very first tab right after that should be this Mystery Crochet Along right here. Now, you don't have access to part 1, 2, and 3 yet. The dates are the same for the members in TCC, okay? So the Crochet Club has the same dates. They get access to it at the same time. They just get it ad-free, okay? So yes, the answer is yes, you do get it ad-free. Let's show some of you guys off. You're using your yarn stash. Yes! Fortnightly. Is that the name of it? Twice a month? Fortnightly? I have never heard that word before. That is cool. Is that really what it's called? I thought it was like bi-monthly is every 2 months. Oh, that's important to know. This is really fortnightly? That sounds interesting. That doesn't even sound like twice a month. Do people know that word? I don't know. But I'm foreign. Who knows? I don't know that one. Okay. Probably because I've never heard it before. But that's just me. That's not on you. This is on me. Okay. Virginia, so very worth getting the membership. I love you, girl. Thank you for telling everyone that it's worth joining the crochet club. Yes, it's so much fun. We always have so much fun. Let's see. Got caught up with the fish. Brenda, what did you do with the fish? What did you do with the fish? Let's see. Is this cow kid friendly? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, I would never put anything that's not kid friendly. I promise. I'm going to give you one little hint. This pattern makes a wonderful gift. That's all I'll give you. It's Mosaic Crochet and it's a gift. It's a great gift for yourself or someone else. Yes, kid friendly. Okay. Is your color theory yarn more of a blue or gray? That is a great question. What are you? I would say it's more of a blue. I mean, I know this is hard to see on camera. Let's see. Actually, you can see it. It's a blue. On this camera, the big one, it's a little bit lighter than it is in reality. But this other image right here is a little darker, so it's like an in-between. Yes, it's blue. It's called emerald. Is this right? Emerald. Yes, that's what the color is. Okay. Let's see. We have color Steel and Snow White. Loving that. That sounds really amazing. I love roving. Yay! Anti-pilling yarn is great too. I love anti-pilling yarn. Okay, do you have time to explain the color wheel? Ooh, Shelly, you're a girl. I love that you brought this up. This is the perfect time for this. Actually, I do have to say that. Thank you for bringing this up. I told you I would. And I think this is the perfect time to do this, actually. Ha-ha! And now that I have two of them. Okay. Right here is the color wheel. This is a fantastic question. Thank you, Shelly, for bringing up. She emailed me, what was it, last week? And said, Nikki, you forgot to tell us about the color wheel. And I did remind you. Yes, this is on me. Shelly, I'm sorry. Here I am. I'm going to talk about it. Hopefully you can see this well here on my little tiny camera. I can make it bigger if you need me to. But it's very easy, okay? So this color wheel is technically made for like painters or people who like to do drawings with different colors, and mostly painting because it's about combining colors. So if you look right here, if you combine green with yellow, you make light green. You get the idea? So you can pretty much ignore this stuff right here. That is not important. Okay, what is important is kind of the outside right here, which is the primary, secondary colors, right, and tertiary colors. So yellow is yellow, red, and blue. Those are the primary colors, right? So yellow, red, and blue. Do you see that? It looks like a triangle kind of thing. Okay. And I'll talk about how you can win this later, by the way. Okay, let me hold it this way so you can read it properly. Okay, so yellow, red, and blue are the primary colors. We have orange, green, and violet are the secondary colors. How do secondary colors appear? That is, if you combine two primary colors, you make a secondary color. So for example, yellow and red combined makes orange, right? So if you combine yellow with blue, you make green. So that's how those colors appear, right? The same idea is if you have red and blue, you make violet. So that's a secondary color. Now there's a tertiary color. So if you have orange and yellow, for example, and you mix those together, you have yellow orange. Those are the tertiary colors. The same is all the way around, right? So you combine things. Now, those are kind of if you do paintings, but they can help us as crocheters figure out what we like and what looks good together, okay? So, for example, you can say, I like bold statements. And bold statements are done with something called complementary colors. Complementary colors are those that are opposite on a color wheel. This is why we have a color wheel. So for example, yellow and violet, so a primary and a secondary color, together, they're opposite from each other right here in the color wheel, okay? They're called complementary colors. They're opposite from each other in the color wheel. So the same is true with red and green. They make bold statements. They're like, boom, right there, like red and green, right? So this is why, like, sometimes for some people, complementary colors can be overwhelming. So for example, if you go, throughout Christmas, you see a lot of red and green, at some point you get like, ooh, that's too much, right? Which is why we like it when there is some light in between. So when we turn our lights on the Christmas tree, right? Or you see some yellow in between, some gold in between, right? That breaks it up, which is why we like to see like black and white. The neutral colors balance out complementary colors, which is what I like to do, okay? I like to usually pick some kind of bold color or maybe two bold colors, let's say green and red, and then put a neutral color in it, like white or black. Do you see the Santa part of it here, right? The color wheel is being used at Christmas time. You can really see it, okay? Now, very important, okay? Let me see. I'm scrolling here. I forgot to keep scrolling. So the other thing I want to show you is the back side of it, okay? So here you have these triangles that tell you exactly what is. So there's something called split complementary colors, where you have 3 colors. You have one here, and then you have, instead of the center one, you split them up. So it would be these two, for example. That's split complementary. Then you have a tetrad, okay, right here. That's like 4 of them together. And then you have there's another tetrad right here, is also 4 of them together, right? And again, complementary is across from each other. So, and then you can see some other like lighter muted tones in between here. What I also like is that you have the grayscale here, so you can kind of see how dark or how light your colors are. Is that making sense? So that's the gist of the color wheel. In fact, I like to give this color wheel away in one of my yarn boxes. So that's one of the giveaway prizes that you can win during the at the very end, during the Mosaic Crochet party. I'm giving away a yarn box, okay? You'll see it then. And I added this color wheel into it, so you have a chance of winning this. So just that you know, it's part of our giveaway prices. And since I've been talking about the color wheel a lot during those times, I thought I'll, bring up a quick little tutorial. Shelly, does that answer your question? Okay, that's the general gist of it. There's many other ways in how you can use this color wheel. You can walk around in your yarn stash, combine collect different types of yarn, and then see, does that work well together? For example, right here you can see there's a blue, right? And it's like, okay, what color works well together? So now you can use your color wheel right here and see, oh, I think blue and yellow look good together, or you may like more orange and blue. I personally don't like it that much, I think yellow, it looks better. Then you also have, like, so this is blue, right? So the complementary color is orange, right? Now this is a dark blue, but you get the idea. See, that's what I'm saying. For me, blue and orange, don't work for me. Sometimes complementary colors don't work well for me. That's just my personal opinion, right? But you could also use other blue colors, like light blue and dark blue, that work well together. They're kind of together there, right? So you have some ideas here and then some more ideas here. I hope this answers your question. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Okay, is that answer your question? That was a quick little tutorial here. Okay, let's go back to excitement. Let's see. Is your color theory... Oh, I answered that question from Chris already. Okay, so... I won last time, just got it. You got that? I got it. Yeah, you just got it. Woohoo! Shelly got her box. Do you like all your knickknacks in there? I would love to know, Shelly. I'm so excited. Okay, so are there any more questions about this mystery crochet along? Okay, so you have the yarn here. Okay, do you guys need me to show you anything else? Let me see. I'm gonna pop this one up here one more time so you guys know, okay, where to find everything. So let me pop up my iPad here for a second. So remember, you have a material list, and if you sign up, you get this material list sent in an email, so that way you don't have to go on my website unless you absolutely want to. You have the link up there to sign up, and I'm also going to pop it into the comments one more time, so that way you have it. And if you signed up, let us know. We want to know. Okay? And you know what the cool thing is, when I do giveaways, we have so much fun. I have like buttons that I'm pressing, and one of the buttons is like this. And then we have this. Whee! I know a lot of you guys love the little kitty cat, okay? So I have a lot of buttons to press. Okay, let's see what else I have. I have this guy. Whee! This is like me all the time, like bouncing. Whee! 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 Okay, so I have a lot of buttons that I press, and then we have a lot of fun during the party. So it's fun to come to the party too, not just to be part of the mystery crochet along. I'm just saying, okay, tell your friends. We have so much fun. You're gonna learn Mosaic Crochet. Mosaic Crochet. Let me move this over here. Actually, I'm gonna pop it into on this side right here. I'm gonna use this pretty image because I think it's prettier and it's bigger. So let's pop it here. We have a mystery crochet along, okay, and it's Mosaic Crochet. Mosaic Crochet, okay, right there, free crochet along. Yes, it's free. Yes, you can win prizes, okay? So come join us. We have so much fun in this mystery crochet along, okay? Literally prizes. You can win something at the end. And of course, you're going to learn the most important thing, Mosaic Crochet. It's beginner friendly. The pattern is kid friendly. It's just going to be so much fun. And this time, I truly believe we're going to keep the mystery alive until the very, very end. So just so you know, but you can guess in between, of course. Okay. Definitely love the box. Yay! The yarn is 2 that I haven't tried yet and I've been waiting for. Oh, that's awesome. The smaller is 12 times 12. Wait, what does that mean, 12 times 12? I'm confused. Francis, what do you mean? I love that kitty. I know, Francis, you do. You emailed me. I saw that. Let's see. Hi, Carrie. I'm late, but can variegated yarn be darker or does it have to be solid or lighter? Carrie, that's a great question. I answered it earlier, but I'll summarize really quickly. I used a variegated yarn because I love it with Mosaic Crochet. This is not a necessity for this pattern. You can pick 2 solid colors. I used a little bit more than a regular skein, so which is 100 grams. This is 200 grams, right? I used a little bit more than half. So, which means you probably want to aim for 2 skeins of one color, okay? Just to have enough, and 1 skein of another color. Which way you go is up to you. You can say, I want this one to be darker, okay? You can say this one is just blue, like make it solid. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be variegated, okay? Just make sure then you have 2 skeins of this type, okay? And then 1 skein of this one. This can be a white if you want it to be, or a light blue, okay? Pick 2 colors that you like to combine together. Just make sure that one of them you have enough for either 1 200 gram skein or 2 100 gram skeins of that one color, whatever this one is that you're using it for, okay? It can be this one, it can be different one. I don't care. You pick one. This is just all worsted yarn. That's all I'm telling you. It's all worsted yarn, but you pick what works for you. Okay? So, are you guys excited for this Mosaic Crochet Mystery Crochet look? Because I am. Okay, it's going to be so much fun. So, if you are going to join, let us know. Leave a comment down below. If you haven't joined yet, go sign up. And then I have a big other surprise happening next week. So, keep an eye on your emails. And then the Mystery Crochet Along starts on the 15th of July. So, be there or you'll miss it. And I hope to see you guys here the next time. Until then, bye-bye.